Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the B&B Podcast. This is episode 140. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon.
I'm one of your hosts, Brody.
The final host, Colton.
Final. Forever. That's it.
Yeah. Done.
This is our final episode. No, we're ever nearing that 150 mark. I just recently shared a post on Facebook today, because 3 years ago I had a post on there that we had like 130 listens or something over 3 months, and I can't really get an exact number, but I know it's over 1,000, probably closer to 1,500, 1,600 listens over the last 6 years. 6 years.
Whoa!
6 years.
Oh, no!
Jesus Christ.
Okay, not that long. Over the last 3 years, and we, we've got listeners all over, Canada,
The world.
America, Australia, Ireland, Israel for some reason, all over. So yeah, and like I said in the post, we added Colton to the podcast, and I've just been really enjoying making this content for you guys, and it kind of just started as an outlet for us, like I've mentioned in the past. For Brody and I was just like, hey, I was looking at making a podcast, and Brody was like, what the fuck's a podcast? And then I kind of explained the concept to him, and here we are 3 years later.
What the fuck's a podcast?
That's basically what the conversation was. I still remember that day because I was at the hockey rink after Brody had left, and like I've said in the past, this was also a way for Brody and I to kind of stay in contact, because a lot of cases when I make friends through work, soon as I leave or they leave, it's kind of like, okay, bye, never gonna talk to you again. But this way, like, Brody and I stayed in contact, and we worked on our friendship and our co-hostship.
Relationship.
That's a word, I guess.
Co-ownership, I guess you could say.
Yeah. There's no value in that ownership, but it's fine. And then we worked on our marriage for a bit, and we decided to stay together.
We've been together for 2 years now.
Yeah,
It's been going good.
But no, like, it was just a way for us to stay in contact, and I really do cherish the memories that we made on here. Some good, some bad. We've had bad experiences with co-hosts. We've had episodes just fucking disappear and vanish. Files get corrupted. Whole episodes gone out the window that you guys will never hear because
Episode
they're
69.
gone. Episode 69 getting taken down and then republished after like episode 80 because I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Thanks! I got no explanation for that. I still don't know why I got taken down.
Yeah.
But,
Are you talking about explicit
government.
content?
Oh, we're talking about kinks, but there's there's actual fucking like sex podcasts though, and they're fine.
Yeah, like we didn't go into detail and like show pictures and shit. Like we just talked about it.
We're talking
It's
about
like,
the
here,
fucking.
this is a man and a woman banging each other. Nice picture.
We weren't talking about like the anal twister 9000. Like, it's not like we went into deep examples.
Fuck is that? I don't even want to know.
Well,
I don't want to know.
It's the other end of the Glock 9000.
Yeah, it's round 2, the electric boogaloo.
Oh my fucking god!
What is this podcast again?
I don't know at this point. Something about
Anyways.
an electric boogaloo.
We're back again. Like I said, we're nearing that episode 150 mark, and it's been a wild journey so far. And with us shifting towards True North Network, and as that gets closer to being a reality, and as making other content online becomes more of a reality, it's nice to see where we came from to where we are now. In terms of quality, because we joke all the time that this is still a cesspool of just our utter garbage that spews out of our mouths, but we have developed and improved a lot. I can confidently say that.
Yeah.
It went from me literally on my bed with a plank of wood, having my laptop set on there, with a fucking beer, trying to balance my microphone, to like, Brody and I live together now, and we have a kind of professional-looking setup. Yeah, like, things have evolved, and I'm happy with where we are and where we're going. So with that being said, I think we'll just jump into the topics. Like we said last week, we're kind of moving towards more of an entertainment field. A lot of things have been kind of going on in the music field and in the entertainment field, whether it's video games or TV shows, movies, whatever. So first thing I wanted to kind of dive into was more on the video games field again. I got my little piece of paper here. So if you guys know anything about video games, you know that the last few years are kind of shitty to build computers for video games due to GPU shortages. The problem arose a few years ago when crypto miners just basically bought up all the stock of GPUs or graphics cards to use for their crypto mining. Thankfully, with the newer models of GPUs, they're not actually used in, like, they basically throttled how much cryptocurrency could be made, so it's not even worth buying anymore. I think it's a fantastic idea for the companies. Still pissed off that they let this kind of shitty behavior happen and didn't really do much to stop it. I mean, I don't know what they could have done to stop it, honestly. Because, like, when you have an order of 1,000, 2080s or whatever they were using the most of, like, that's a big sale. So how do you possibly, rationalize saying, no, we're going to turn away this sale on principle?
Yeah, no company would do that. They wouldn't turn on $1 million deal just for, we'll please the 10,000 people over the $1 million. Like, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pause 1 second while I bring Craig back in.
I tried.
Maybe he's down. Oh yeah, he's literally offline. Okay,
so yeah, he's cool. Gone.
Bye, Craig.
We'll just deal with the other audio from Streamlabs. But yeah, I think that this is a good thing, and I think that if NVIDIA and MSI and all the big companies carry this forward, they can't let it happen again, because that was fucking ridiculous. Like, there were so many people who actually wanted to use them for gaming or for streaming or for whatever, and they just couldn't. It was pathetic, and I'm glad it's over. For whenever I have money for an actual GPU to upgrade, because I have a 1660 Super in my computer, Brody, and we built it January last year, and I got a 1660 Super because that is literally all I could find, and even that sold out near the end. So, it was kind of disappointing that I couldn't get something better, but it works for what I use it for, especially since I don't have time to stream right now. What else should we mention? Oh yeah, I wanted to quickly go into this. Brody might have more to say about this than Colton. What the fuck did they do to Warzone?
You had to be a lot more specific. They ruined that game a long fucking time ago.
Colton, for context, they added Godzilla and King Kong to Warzone.
What? Why?
Yeah, that's kind of the whole point. That's the question. Why?
What the fuck is the point? What are you supposed to do? Kill Godzilla and King? Why?
Well, apparently it's like a perk, I think. You can spawn in Godzilla or King Kong, and I guess they'll kill your enemies, but it's very, very glitchy, and apparently it broke the game.
Yeah, so it would have made sense if they were like... They originally scripted it to be when Godzilla vs. Kong came out, but they had too many bugs bringing it through alpha to beta to live that they scrapped it. But they kept working on it, and then just were like, here, have it anyways. And it is like... Okay.
That's still not ready.
I mean, the game's been dog shit since ever.
Yeah.
I mean it was good,
playable at one point.
It was, then it wasn't, and it was, then it wasn't, and then it just hackers.
Yeah.
Like, that's the shitty thing with Warzone is either you get the sweaties, like I'm terrible at the game, so I don't play it. Either you get the sweaty nerds, or you get the hackers, or you get your cock slapped by Godzilla. It's you don't know.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok. I'll probably put it here after I'm done talking about it. I'll put it a clip of it. But I saw a clip that I showed Brody of Tim the Tatman playing, and there's a clip of him like parachuting down to the ground, and he gets clipped by a plane that comes out of nowhere. Then there's another clip where he lands and just dies. I don't know what happened there. And then there's another clip where he's just shooting a bunch of enemy players, and then King Kong just spawns on his head and kills him.
Well, he just steps on him. Yeah.
Just gone. So like, I'll put that clip here right now.
I'm getting shot.
Same. I'm literally just looking for a gun. I am 1 away from loading. 2.
This guy's not gonna slide me out. Tents over here or some shit. Come on, come here.
Okay.
Come here. I'm getting shot.
Coming here. Hey, I have an ammo box. I'll be honest, this monkey is just chasing you around.
Brother,
I
spawned 751 meters away.
Just destroy King Kong with a laser?
Yeah,
no way.
King Kong just doesn't stand a chance.
I just heat that bitch up.
I think there's more people, bro. What, dude?
I've heard that noise.
What is going on?
All right, we're back. Okay, good. But yeah, like you've seen in that clip, it's fucking bullshit, and I think it just ruins the game completely. I don't know what their plan is with that. Like,
I think they're gonna use that to destroy the map and then bring out a new map. I mean, if you look at it that way, it makes sense that Godzilla and King are gonna fight and just absolutely annihilate the map, and then it's like, oh, here's a new map. Merry Christmas.
I mean, I think that'd be fine if it wasn't glitchy
Merry
as fuck.
Christmas.
Like, they did the same thing with Fork Knife. Like, they destroyed part of the map, and it added some new playability for the game, and kind of freshened it up a little bit, and while I don't play the game, don't like the game, I mean, it was a smart play to kind of just keep the fans coming in. I mean, now, inevitably, they've sold out, because money, but...
And they took out building now, which lots of people are pissed off
They
about.
take it out, it's a building mode, they're still building in it.
So actually, I think there's a statistic that they've almost tripled their player base when they permanently added the non-builder mode.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like the building. It was just
stupid.
dumb.
If you got good at building, then you win. That's basically the fucking...
Yeah. There was no skill anymore for actual PvP. It was if you could build.
I saw people build fucking, 60-foot towers in 4 seconds, and I'm like, nope.
I can't do that. I can shoot you, but I can't build.
I used to be able to do that when I first started playing. I was the fucking tower builder.
Yeah, I don't know. I like, anyways, going back to Call of Duty. I think it'd be fine if it was playable, if it wasn't so glitchy. Like, that's a cool concept, especially like as that movie gets closer. It's a cool little, words are escaping me. A cool theme, I guess. A cool little game mode that you could have, but make sure it works. I guess.
So
yeah,
that movie released a year ago already.
Oh.
Yeah, that movie's been out.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So then why the game mode now?
I don't know. I think it's really just to erase the map.
Some content or erase the map. Yeah.
Just what? Oh, okay. Anyways, we'll move on past that. I just thought I'd bring it up because it's ridiculous. In other news for new releases, Colton, you mentioned to me that there is a certain game you wanna give a little shout out to, bring a little light.
Yeah. So I was in GameStop and I noticed they have these pamphlets of the new games coming up, and I saw Ash from The Evil Dead, and I'm just like, well, because the only video game I've seen him in is Dead by Daylight. He was an add-on, and I'm looking, and they released a whole Evil Dead video game. It's gonna be co-op. It's gonna be multiplayer, but there's also story based to it. So, I'm waiting a little bit to see some gameplay on it, but that's something I'm definitely gonna get my hands on because I'm a huge fan of Evil Dead. And the one thing that's really cool is the original actor who played Ash, Bruce Campbell, did all the voices for Ash's video game character. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean that game sounds interesting. We obviously are gonna wait before we buy it. As with a lot of games, I don't trust the like first initial videos or whatever, because companies do that, and then Battle 2042 releases, and Battlefield 2042, guys, best game of the year.
God, or even
fuck
a
that
lot
game,
of you
man.
know we live in Alberta, and so there was zombies, huh?
I said, oh right, that game.
Yeah, so there was a zombie survival game that was geographically exact to Alberta. And so like literally every road, every small town, every fucking like fence post, like literally geographically perfect to Alberta. And it was fucking horrific. Like I mean, to be fair, I played the pre-alpha, so it was a closed beta or a closed alpha, which I can talk about now. I just signed the NDA for then, but it's out of closed alpha, so it's fine to talk about. We're not going to get like demonetized for this. We're not monetized anyways.
I think I'd be more worried about you getting sued, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I can't. I'm not going to name the name, but people can look it up. I don't give a fuck. The game tanked. I think they stopped making it anyways. Like I was playing the pre-alpha, and it was kind of cool because you spawned. I'm not going to name cities, but you spawned in the city, and literally you could look up the city, and you could see the street signs were exact to in the game to real life, and then
That
you would
takes
know to walk
so
down the
much
road, and
effort.
there's a mall on the right, then there's a hardware store on the
Wow.
left.
So
Like
what
they
happened?
spent years researching every town, every store, like, and then I think they just lost funding, dried up. There wasn't enough interest in it or something, but
it's a shame that happened. But
yeah, as far as I know, it could have come back, but I mean, it was like a dev team of like 3 people.
that's
Oh.
that's the difficult thing is building a game that massive with that few people. Like, there's no way. Like, it would take them years.
Yeah.
Zombie apocalypse in our hometown. That'd be fucking dope to play.
Yeah. Are you okay, Brody?
As I
Brody,
can
you
go
good?
into video games forever, they're terrible. So
Yeah.
we can topic change.
One thing we're not going to go too in depth on because I know it would spoil stuff for Colton if he's ever going to finish this show. Ozark.
Don't you fucking spoil it.
Ozark
I'm getting
finished. Ozark finished. I think personally it had a really good finale, minus one part that I definitely would change. But everyone would change that part. It definitely has the I think it has a good opportunity for a spin-off. Maybe going in depth. I know Brody and I kind of had this conversation on the deck that it kind of left a few things open. That some avenues that they could have explored more. But obviously they didn't want to rinse and repeat storylines too much, as some shows often do. Supernatural.
Walking Dead.
But if it doesn't, I'm not heartbroken that the show's over because it was a really good show and it had a really good ending as far as like shows go. Because like some shows now just have dog shit endings. Daredevil. So like it's hard to live up to the hype for the entire show and then like close things in a way that doesn't piss off the fans. So I think there's definitely an opportunity for maybe a spin-off series or maybe, a movie. Like, there's been other series that have done that. Breaking Bad had El Camino. So, maybe something in that kind of field. But overall, love that show.
I feel like they're too late to like that though, because like with it being a cartel show, it could be a cartel movie. Because I think how many cartel shows and movies are out there. It'd be hard to make something that's genuine. That's not like El Chapo. It's not it's not like Narcos. It's not Queen of the South. Like there's a lot could be like it'd be hard to make it their own, but like I mean you could literally name it Navarro and have it about their family.
Yeah.
Like that'd be really cool. I can't go into much detail because it'd spoil it for Colton because he's not seen season 5.
I feel like focusing on maybe what the fuck's the kid's name? The boy.
I can't remember his name now.
Marty's son.
Yeah,
Huh?
Jonah?
Yeah, that one.
Jonah.
I was waiting for one of you to get it. I was like, this is
Well,
an
you could've
easy
just
one.
fucking said
You
it,
could
but,
just said it instead of us being here like idiots trying to fucking think of the name when you already knew it.
Anyways, I think if they had a spin-off with Jonah and like him growing up and kind of taking on taking on after Marty, it might be like a better idea than just another cartel show.
Yeah, him and Ruth, right?
Yes.
Yeah, them running the hotel business. Actually, it is probably that ruins literally nothing.
Yeah.
That is the
There's a
most
hot-
minute detail of
There's
season
a
5.
hotel now?
She buys a hotel.
The
End of story.
Lazy-O.
Yeah.
Anyways, great series. Sad that it's over, but in retrospect, it could have ended a lot worse, like some other shows. So
I'm gonna have to go watch this now.
yeah, you're gonna have to watch a bunch of shows that you started and never finished.
Tasmania.
All right, moving on. That's kind of our little entertainment category for this week. We'll probably have some new stuff next week. Moving into more music related news. I've got a few different bands releasing music here. First off, let's talk about it. Slaughterhouse, Motionless in White.
Oh, so good.
Slaps.
So good.
Oh my god.
They got the lead vocalist from Knock Loose on that track, and you know what I liked about that song isn't it like when people feature different vocalists on different tracks, it's always like one verse or two verse or something like that. But like it was the entire song. It felt like he actually had a part in the song, not like he's on for one line. Like I know. I Prevail had Joyner Lucas on for one of the DOA, I believe. And I didn't mind it, but again, it was one fucking verse, and then it was like, okay, bye, Joyner, we're gonna keep doing our thing, and it kind of impacted the song, but it was like, Where
same with like.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just gonna say same with like Drugs by Falling in Reverse, and then there's Corey Taylor's little show up like.
I mean, that wasn't really a feature on the song. That was more like music video kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a small little cameo. So I really enjoyed that he was on for most of the song. It really, I think, portrayed Chris's like dirty, deep metal vocals, because like for the most part, he's like. He does quite soft / medium screamo kind of with Motionless songs, but like you actually got to hear like the vocal range that man has. I loved it. I think it's a bit odd to release right after Masterpiece because
I know
it's
completely
like,
opposite.
It's like a scale
Yeah.
here, like.
But I mean, I'm hyped for the album because
I cannot wait.
if it has songs like Masterpiece and songs like Slaughterhouse, it's gonna be just a fucking perfect mesh of their of his vocal range and of just the whole band as a whole. What do you guys enjoy about that song?
It's just a good song. I don't have really much to say because I'm not a huge like heavy metal guy, but yeah, I got it. That was a really good song. I really enjoyed it.
Before we move on to the metal genre, I have another song we have to talk about that Colton definitely has probably never heard. You might not have heard it either, Brian. I don't know how close you are with this band, but I like the Motionless song because like the range of the vocals and like the breakdowns in it, like they were so like fluent and smooth and fucking just grungy, dirty.
Yeah, and like also with the breakdowns, like they trick you because they get you with like an early breakdown, and then the song keeps going, and then there's another fucking like dirty breakdown.
Fucking.
I like the
like
post.
left and right.
I like one of the posts I saw on one of the metal pages I follow on Facebook, and it was basically like metal fans when describing music it can't be normal. It's like dirty or nasty or awful, and they actually mean that it's just fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. So the other song I was talking about, Colton, I know you probably don't even know this band, but Sun Eater by Lorna Shore, that song is so good.
I know Lorna Shore.
You might know To the Hellfire.
I showed him Into the Hell. Remember the pig noises at the end of Into the Hellfire, Colton? That's Lorna Shore.
But
The demon noises.
is so fucking like dirty. Like it is so in your face, punch
Yeah.
you in the neck
Oh, no,
kind of song.
I've definitely heard that song, and all I can say, and I commented this on a reaction TikTok. I commented the demon allows Will Ramos to use his body because the noises that man can make
my
are
god.
horrifying but amazing. If you don't like death metal or deathcore, you're not gonna like Lorna Shore. They're definitely in the deathcore category. But like, when people say metal musicians aren't talented, that takes talent. And like, if you don't like to listen to it, fine. I don't like to listen to country because it's shit. But so I had to poke fun at that there. But metal musicians are so talented. Like their fucking vocal cords are literally like a muscle that they train every day. Like, you know, people do arm day, leg day at the fucking gym, whatever. Vocalists
Vocal
have to do
day.
a vocal exercises, and they have to train that muscle because holy fuck.
Or else they'll wreck their voice.
Yeah. But yeah, Will Ramos is probably one of the best metal vocalists right now in the scene.
Remember something else? What else is new on my fucking release
Yeah,
radar?
Lorna
here?
Shore, put them on your fucking workout playlist, and you'll be jacked in no time.
You'll be fucking ripped in one session, guaranteed.
I also wanted to mention, kind of in the metal scene, they've obviously... So this band gets a lot of flack, and I don't exactly agree with it because I still like them, but Five Finger Death Punch released their new song off of their new album.
So good.
A lot of people don't like them, and whether you like them or not, I don't really care. I personally do. They're definitely gone more rock. I don't really classify them as metal anymore.
No.
I'd say they're more heavy rock. Maybe like a little bit metal still. But yeah, I can't wait for their new album. That song was really good.
I'm
Which
waiting
one?
for
There's
Welcome
two.
to the Circus.
Well, I was talking about IOU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To flip away from that, I mean, I don't even know what to call these fucking guys anymore. And this is not new news either. Explosions album by 3 Days Grace. It does have some fucking bangers. I'll give them that.
Yeah. I mean,
Brandon refuses to listen to any new 3 Days Grace.
whether they're good or not, I mean, I think they're stronger with Adam. That's going to be my opinion forever because I grew up listening to 3 Days Grace. Like, Adam era 3 Days Grace is still my number one band of all time, and that's never going to change just because I love Adam's voice and what he brought to the band and the meaning he put behind all the songs. I mean, 1X is literally all about his struggles with depression and drugs and everything, and I think I'd have less of a problem with Matt Walst, who took over vocals, if he didn't act like such a pretentious douchebag when the transfer from Adam to Matt came to be. So he basically said that Adam was unreliable and now the band has someone they can rely on, which is just a shitty way to handle that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he's a bad vocalist, because obviously he had success in My Darkest Days and now with 3 Days Grace. But I just won't listen to it out of principle because I'm Team Adam. I'm sorry. That's just what's going to happen. So hopefully they have success. I obviously wish the best for the rest of the band members, but fuck Matt Walst.
But yes, if you do listen to any single off the album, listen to Neurotic with Lucas Rossi. It is actually a very good song. I'm gonna force you to listen to it later.
Okay.
Vocally and like lyrically, it is really good.
I didn't like the first album they put out. Like, I Am Machine just seemed like lazy writing to me.
I liked that song.
It just seemed like lazy writing to me. It had okay hooks, I guess. But
what's the other song on that album?
I mean, you probably know The Mountain. That one's pretty popular.
No, I know that one, but off of I Am Machine, there was another song that was...
Again, I don't know. I haven't listened to the new 3 Days Grace. But I just felt like early on to Matt Walst's venture over to 3 Days Grace, I just felt like the songwriting was very lazy, and they didn't put as much effort into it as they did with Adam, going off of Transit of Venus into new 3 Days Grace. It just seemed like they skipped a lot of corners trying to just put out a new album. obviously I haven't heard the new album. Brody has more knowledge when it comes to that, but hopefully the writing has improved because I just felt like it was lackluster, honestly.
It has for sure, like 100%. I didn't like the album before this one. I honestly agree with you. It was kind of shit writing. Like lyrically, it was not very like sound, or there was no meaning behind it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the songs off this one is really good. Like "So Called Life" has a lot of meaning behind it. If you actually look up the lyrics.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, I wish the best for them, and I hope that Matt and Adam kind of get over their beef and wish them the best. But I just won't listen to them out of principle. Yeah. I got a couple more music related things here. My Chemical Romance. They released a song after like 13 years.
Oh, so good.
Still haven't heard it.
What?
So they stopped making music quite a while ago, and they kind of did their own thing for a while, and then Gerard kind of decided he was gonna go on a heavy metal song and do a bunch of screamo. And I think that's kind of what inspired him to release this new song, almost, because they've gone from their pop punk wow, I can't talk, punk pop / punk rock feel, emo type music, to more of a like heavy rock, alternative rock with metal elements built in. And honestly, I prefer the new stuff. Like, this new track is poppin'.
So good.
Poppin'. So if they start to make more music like that, I'm going like this. I don't know why, I'm not Italian. But if they make more music like this with breakdowns and with the heavy metal vocals, that obviously we now know Gerard Way is able to, do, I'll actually listen to them. I just did not like their old stuff, and I know that's a sin in the punk rock community, and I'll probably get exiled forever for it. But I just, didn't really.
You're not alone. I did not like MCR.
No, like I like Sleeping with Sirens and Pierce the Veil and Falling in Reverse and like all those that are kind of in the same field, but I don't know. They were okay. I liked a few of their songs. Helena was good. Welcome to the Black Parade is too overplayed, so I just didn't like it, and it was meh.
I've just started kind of getting into them. Yeah, there's some good songs they have, like you said, Helena.
You're a few decades behind their prime.
Yeah, and I just feel like they were held on such a high pedestal that, it was almost, you were almost pressured into listening to them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, I don't want to listen to this though, but if I don't listen to it, you guys are going to think that I'm just a poser or something, so, hopefully they go more along the track that they released, because it was good. I enjoyed it. And then the last music-related thing I have on my list, if you guys have anything after this, we can go into that. Hailstorm released their new album. They haven't released anything since, I can't remember I think the last album was called Do Not Disturb. I know there was a track off of it, but that was their last album, I believe. I think Brody's
Reimagined.
Was that just like reimagined?
Oh, that's their middle album.
Okay.
Oh god, I just fucked everything up.
Oh god. It was nice to hear new music from them. Finally, though.
I'm gonna have to listen. I haven't heard that yet.
Vicious?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, there you go. Vicious. Yeah. Okay.
Vicious, I thought was a really good album. I loved a lot of tracks off of that. Do Not Disturb was good. Novocaine was good.
Which one is Dirty Mind?
That's
that.
I can't remember. No, definitely not. That was their old stuff.
Older? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Hailstorm. Hailstorm's good. I'm definitely gonna hear this now.
But yeah, they released their new album. Brody, your favorite track, I think you said, was The Steeple.
I have that song like on infinite repeat while I'm working. Yeah. That song is it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So what's it called?
It's The Steeple.
The Steeple?
Yeah. So it's so different, and like I think I first heard the song in a TikTok somewhere.
Oh wow.
Because like when it breaks down and she's like, "This is my castle. This is my steeple. This is my church. These are my people." It is really a TikTok where it was like different frames showing like, oh, this is our house, this is my room, these are my friends. Like, it's actually really fucking cool. It'd be a great idea for like TikTok content.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed the Steeple. I also loved Back from the Dead, the title track from that album. It's fantastic. It was a good way to reintroduce Hailstorm to the world, because one thing I've always loved with Lizzie Hale and Hailstorm as a whole is they've just been really deeply ingrained in the mental health community and just kind of a force for good. She's always an advocate for new female musicians because, like, I'm sorry, I'm still gonna say this, like, every time it's brought up, female musicians in like the industry are so underrated and they're so mistreated. And there's so many good female vocalists out there, and the world just doesn't know about them. Like Spirit Box, Hailstorm, Flyleaf, Pretty Reckless. Like, they are all fantastically, like,
Elixir.
yeah, them too. They're newer. That's why I didn't really.
Oh, okay.
God, I'm trying to think of the one female artist who I absolutely will refuse to listen to.
Okay.
They're metal. Oh god, my brother and dad went to see them in Calgary. Fuck me, how do I not know this? She's like a heavy metal singer, and she's oh my god.
You refused to go see her, so why would you remember her name?
But Brandon might slap me in the mouth for saying this. I don't know.
Is it in this moment?
There you go.
Oh, you don't like her?
I do not like the sound of her voice.
Maria
I
Brink,
don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Her voice just like doesn't do it.
I liked her album stuff, but I think her voice is just too raspy. I think that's probably why you don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, Lizzie Hale's got that kind of rasp too, but it's not as prominent. Like, you can definitely hear it when Maria Brink's sings. But yeah, I mean, I get it. I don't. They're not one of my favorites, but obviously her too. Like, she's obviously made a success for herself. But yeah, I love what Lizzie Hale's done for the industry and kind of shining light on new female vocalists, and love that band. They haven't really put out an album that I hate or didn't enjoy. They always bring good energy, and they're also, like, another thing they're doing is they're shining light on, like, singers on TikTok who have like a couple hundred followers or whatever. So, like, they're using their influence for good as well on there. So I really love that they're bringing light to other people in the music industry, and she's just a wholesome person. Overall, love that community. Like I said, I'll always love the rock/metal community because it's just such a good vibe. Yeah, that's all that I really got on my list. I got more shit, but that's all that I really want to talk about today. Do you guys have any other music you want to bring up or anything at all? You don't have to raise your hand. I literally just asked you.
If it's country, put your hand back down.
Well, if it's country, it's gonna get cut out, so it's fine.
That's the one. It's the Shape Shifting by Taylor Acorn. I heard that one on TikTok, and then it was released, and it's actually a really, really good song. Yeah, I highly recommend listening to it.
So just to let people know, there's kind of a newer band in the pop punk world. They're called Arrows in Action. They released a song called Uncomfortably Numb with a smaller vocalist. Her name's Taylor Acorn. And she's doing her own thing now. Arrows in Action. Also another fantastic band to go check out.
Yep.
They're fucking smashing that.
I've been checking them out lately, and they got some good songs.
Their whole album they released is amazing. Their new single they released is amazing. And Taylor Acorn, she's a great female vocalist, and she released her new song Shapeshifting, as Colton just said. So,
yeah.
Good song.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's all we got today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Maybe take our recommendations and go check out some of the bands we mentioned, some of the artists. Go show some support for the female vocalists in the industry. They definitely get mistreated and often overlooked. So go check that out. If you guys finished the last season of Ozark, like Brody and I, let us know what you think without spoiling it for Colton. Overall,
Overall.
And also, fuck you, Instagram. Just putting that out there as well.
Yeah. Fuck you, Instagram.
I put a post up today sharing the new episode, and I got 6 comments in the first half an hour, and 5 of them were bots, and one of them was Colton.
I noticed that. I was like, what the fuck was all this shit?
Did you see my comments on my
Yes,
replies?
I did. So the worst part was it only showed my comment first, and then I went back, and there were a ton of comments. I'm like, what the fuck are these people?
Like, Instagram needs to get their shit together. They don't have hyperlinks, which severely impacts what you can put in a description of a post. And the bots, like, it's insane.
I hate that you can't share a post like what you do on Facebook, because I try to share on Instagram, and it will not let me share like that, versus how on Facebook you just hit share, and then you just write what you want, and then you share it.
Doesn't make sense, because fucking Meta owns Facebook and Instagram, so you'd think thered be some sort of...
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, they need to fix their shit, and I hate bots so much. Like, Twitter's really bad for it, and I've mentioned that before, but Instagram is infinitely worse. So Elon, buy up Instagram, get rid of the bots on there, please.
Fix that fucking shit.
But yeah, I just want to point it out there, because I hate Instagram. I hate that site.
Oh, I do too.
But anyways, Brody, do you want to promote our Instagram real quick?
No. Okay. It has now been flagged and shut down.
Probably. Zuckernuts probably saw me fucking bad-mouthing, and I may have tweeted from the podcast account about it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening. Let me know what you or let us know what you guys think. Don't forget to leave a review now, okay? We always forget to mention this, but Apple, you can go review us on there. You can also rate us on Spotify. Or just
YouTube.
Drop some comments in YouTube. Like the video, subscribe.
We'll respond.
Ding my little bell. But other than that, where can the viewers and our listeners find us on social media, Brody?
The main ones we use are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. While we transition to the TNN, help us through that. Give us some love. Help us get us out there while we figure out what we're doing with ourselves. And look out for the new podcast setup. It's going to take us a bit, but I mean, we get possession in just over a week. Everyone's excited.
Fuck yeah!
So there's going to be a lot better production set up in the new place, but it may not be immediate, so bear with us while we get all that figured out and set up. It may not look the best, because, we'll be moving. Mm-hmm. But yeah, bear with us. Give us some love. Share
it will never beat my scuff setup that happened last episode. I promise you guys that.
It's my outro.
No, the one thing you want.
Sit down and shut up.
Sorry.
But other than that, if you're looking for a different way to watch or listen to us, check us out on YouTube. Like Brandon said, like, comment, hit the bell so you know when a new episode goes live. Troll us in the comments. I don't care. Spam us 4 billion comments this saying "fuck Brandon."
I'm the one that has to go through those, right?
Yes, but that's interaction.
4
it's
billion
fine.
that say "fuck Brandon."
I mean, that would probably get our engagement through the roof, so I'm okay
exactly. But other than that, if you're looking for us to listen to us, we're on Spotify, Apple, and Google podcasts. Heimerdinger, that's a League character. Don't play League, it's for gay people.
You play it.
I actually don't. I play TFT, it's different.
You were playing the other day.
I was playing TFT.
Oh, it just shows up.
Different.
It just shows up as League on Discord.
Unless you actually click on it, it just says League. Yeah, don't play it unless you're gay. Then play it. I don't care. But other than that, there's not much else to plug while we're in transition phase. I mean, you can follow the new TikTok, I guess. That's about all as far as we've gotten.
Yeah, because everyone's network
no videos.
It's got 1 follower, so
Yeah, we're all busy. It's gonna be a hard transition phase, and moving soon, it's gonna be even worse. But bear with us and give us some love.
Yes, thank you guys for the support. Like I said on the Facebook post, it's been a wild ride, and I can't wait to see what's next in the following years. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye-bye.